So here on our farm we also raise Navajo-Churro sheep. And this spring we had 15 lambs born to 10 ewes, just recently in fact. Now once the moms deliver and the afterbirth has been passed, we transfer the mom and her new baby or babies to a stall called a jug. It's a temporary stall. In fact, why don't you come inside the barn and I'll show you what I mean. So these are jugs. We've got two set up here. They're typically about 5 feet square, each with a new mom, each with a new set of twin lambs. Now the great thing about jugs, there are a couple of things. It allows us as farmers to keep a good eye on the new mom, make sure she's healing properly. The jug encourages bonding between the mom and her new babies, and we keep them for about 3 days. And at the end of the 3rd day, then they're free to join everybody in the pasture and the introductions begin. Now I mentioned Navajo-Churro sheep. They're a really special breed, at least we think so. Now we'll come back and tell you a lot more about the breed in a later episode, but in the meantime, if you want to find out more, you can go to their website, www.navajo-churrosheep.com. Thanks, Daisy. Here at our place, we do as much as possible by ourselves, but occasionally you do need an expert. Randy Stitzel is a 3rd-generation sheep shearer. When Randy comes, it's time to shear, trim hooves, and deworm. Stick around. Recently, Randy came to our farm to shear our sheep. Unlike many sheep breeds, the Churro wool grows about 1 inch a month, so it's important to see Randy twice a year, in the spring and fall. You see, wool is an insulator for the sheep. A little bit of growth in the warmer months help dissipate some body heat and guard against sunburn. And of course, we want a fuller growth in the winter months to keep them warm. We move the sheep into the barn 1 to 2 days before Randy arrives, dependent upon the weather, to make sure their wool is completely dry before the shear. Wet wool could result in uneven cuts. Then I clear and sweep the area he'll use for shearing. The wool will fall to the floor and we don't want excess dirt or straw picked up into the wool. Once the sheep is led to the shearing area, Randy maneuvers it onto its lower back in a sort of sitting position. This position is actually comfortable for the sheep and allows minimal movement, so the shearer is able to do his job without harming the sheep. Typically, a shearer will only make 1 pass with the shears in any given area, working in sections until the wool is removed. Randy will discard the dirtiest of the wool and we'll bag up the rest. The Navajo-Churro sheep has a long history in North America. They've been around for more than 5 centuries. The Navajo people recognized and used the durable wool in their beautiful weavings. Today, artisans and breeders alike appreciate the variety of colors as well as the adaptability of the sheep to different conditions. The yarn is used for everything from saddle blankets to rugs to garments. In another segment, we'll skirt and follow our wool to a fiber mill to watch as they process the wool into roving, the next step before spinning our wool into yarn. Just another thing that would be homegrown on a hobby farm. We'll see you next time.